3, 2, 1. Nice.
Many hours later.
3, 2, 1.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, so after many failures, I did it.
Just haven't given up on me.
Never.
And I don't know about you guys, but I think this is pretty freaking sick. Yeah, I've been trying to make this actually all summer, but I did not want to do it with the solenoid valve. I was just trying to do it with like a regular valve. I ended up using like a compressor fitting, and it just actually exploded in my face. Not like this where I didn't glue it on and let it set. But yeah, now that I've got it working, I got a whole trigger mechanism that's faster. I can save some of the CO2 instead of just blowing it off at one load. So this project is based on a video that I saw of the Bola Wrap video, which is this non-lethal projectile, and I thought, why not make it into an actual Batman themed gadget? So this project went through a couple of iterations, and this is the final version, but the original version was a bit larger. You'll see basically what it runs on is a solenoid valve with a CO2 cartridge in the back, and I will show the wiring diagram right here, and you can see me wire it once we get to the build portion of this video. This runs on a 9.6 volt battery that's held on by a magnetic plate. I have some fishing hooks JB welded on top of these metal pipes. Now this pipe fits on top of this pipe, and that way when the air comes, it actually acts on this for a little bit before it extends.
So for this build, you're going to need one hex bushing that's 3/8 to 1/8 inch, one brass tee that's 3/8 inches, two unions that are 3/8 to 1/2 inch, 1/8 inch pipe nipple, and two street elbows that are 3/8 inches. In addition to all the pipe fittings, you're going to need some 1/2 inch PVC pipe and some miscellaneous plywood. For the electronics, I used a 5-pin momentary switch along with some miscellaneous wires, and I also had a 9.6 volt battery, a solenoid valve with 1/8 inch fittings, and a CO2 cartridge. In order to puncture the CO2 cartridge once you screw it into the solenoid valve, you're going to want to have a nail that you cut at an angle that's sharp, or in my case, I just used a used CO2 bike pump, and I just took out the internal fittings.
Okay, so after like 7 hours of trying to figure out how to wire shit, I did it. This is the most beautiful sound I have ever heard. I have never wired anything in my life. Let's go! Sorry, quick update. Just freaking out. Alright, so what we want to do here is make a section so that the battery pack can sit in the handle. So this is the inside, and then we're going to use the FDM board to basically, and some magnets, basically slot on top of that. Draw out the handle, make sure that this is big enough for your battery pack to fit in, and you leave a little slot here for the wires to come up. So I've gone out and traced the handle shape. This will go on top. I'm also watching a little bit of Psych. Yeah. Just a little bit of glue. This sound never gets old. That is beautiful.
Hot damn!
I think we got a finished prototype. Oh boy. Ooh-wee. Oh my god. That's gonna be good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing on the reverse side, and instead of cutting it, we're just gonna stretch it out. Yeah, just gonna stretch it out, and that way it'll fit over the pipe, but just be a semi. You figure it out. Okay, quick shave, and I'm gonna pull my hair out because I realized I look disgusting. We're gonna show off the finale. Look at that.
So for the paint job, I just threw on a coat of black spray paint, and then I threw on a coat of silver spray paint and carbon black on top of that, and then I brushed on some silver spray paint again just to give it that brushed metal look.
Alright, so I want to do a little bit of stencil work. So I just basically printed out some stuff from Google Docs, made this, cut out the pieces, and I used that as a stencil for this. Now it didn't come out pretty as I wanted just because it's a rounded surface, but you know, for a quick last minute adjustment, not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, but yeah, you can play around with that kind of thing. I was gonna add this Batman stencil, but I just figured I'll save that for a project with more space. Because we're definitely doing more of this Batman stuff.
So once you cut off your stencil, just throw it on there and give it a coat of spray paint, and should look good.
I added this little clear plastic film just to house the rope while the bola pieces are in the tubes, and then this tapered away will allow it to just kind of funnel out when the projectiles are fired. Nice. I made a different version of the same thing. Solenoid system's all the same, except instead of the PVC pipe, I put on this pipe tubing, and I just put it in there. And I just put it on the brass L fittings with JV weld. That's what it is. And then these projectiles, you just put more JV weld, throw in a little bit of a fish hook, and that way it'll catch on the clothing of your target, just like in the original bola wrap video. So these just slide on top like this, and that should fix the lack of thrust. Kind of looks like a giant noisy cricket from the Men in Black movies.
No, God!
Eventually.
Well, that was my last day of the version, so we're gonna all there. Not a bad prototype, still got some work to do, but for this video, we'll leave it at that. So much stress. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the build. Let me know what you guys want me to build next, and if you end up building this, please send me a video or a picture. I'd love to see what you guys end up doing. For anyone who is afraid to get into electronics like I used to be, just try it. Make sure you do it safely, of course. Wash your hands after if you're using any lead-based solder. But besides that, it really wasn't that hard. You just got to look up the wiring diagram. There's many tutorials online, and slowly but surely you'll probably build up a sense of electronics and wiring in terms I don't know yet, but I'm sure I will as I push on forward for whatever project you want me to build next. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Baby Yoda's going to tell you the same, and I'll see you next time.